Hey everybody, Mr. Mack here. Um, some of you asked me to go over the challenge on 7.1, How Far Can You See, Part 2, where we are standing on top of the beach house on the island, and we're looking across the Chesapeake Bay just above the horizon to a stand of loblolly pine trees on the Del Mar Peninsula. So in this problem, we, where's my brush palette? And I need something else here. Toolbar. Yeah, so if you already did the first challenge, you saw that we needed to use the radius of the Earth and our height as the hypotenuse in the Pythagorean theorem. In this one, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to increase our height here because we're standing on a cottage. And then we're going to find this length here. We'll call it x. Now, we can also say that the loblolly pine tree is at a certain height at eye level, even though the tree doesn't have eyes, and it is looking back to the horizon, the same horizon that we are. So we are going to find this distance, y, and then the answer to the question, how far can we see, far is going to be x plus y added together. So there's two problems here in one that we need to do. So let's take a look at x first. I'll do the x one for you, and then you guys have to figure out the y part. So we have a right triangle here. We know the radius of the Earth makes a 90 degree with the horizon. That's one of the main concepts that we need to understand. And so we get a right triangle from which we can write a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So what is a? So we could call this leg right here a, and so that is 3,960 miles. It's the radius of the Earth. B is the x leg that we're looking for, we're trying to find. And C is the hypotenuse. It is going to be this length right here, which is from our eye to the ground, plus the radius of the Earth. So it's going to be 3,960 is the radius of the Earth, miles, plus what our height above the ground is. So made some assumptions here. So let's say I'm 6 feet. So that's 6 feet. I'm standing on a roof of a cottage, and a cottage, the average height of a story of a floor is about 12 feet, 10 to 12 feet. So let's just say that because of the roof, it's 2 stories tall. So that would be 24 feet. And then I looked up how high above sea level the island is and the surrounding areas, and it's about 8 feet on average. Although I think we are losing a little bit every year to that. 6 plus 24 plus 8, that is 38. So we get 3,960 miles plus 38 feet. Now, I can't add miles and feet together. What I can do is I can convert the feet into miles, or I can convert the miles into feet. If you convert miles to feet, you'll get a lot of feet, and then we're going to square it later, and that's going to be a very large number, and you're going to have trouble with it if you don't do it all in one step. You're going to get these very large numbers. It's easy to make a mistake. I think it's easier to put it in miles. So in 1 mile, there are 5,280 feet. So feet cancel, and it leaves me with units for a mile. So let's shoot over to Math Scribble here, and here's my calculator. 38 divided by 5280. And look, you can't round this, because if you round this, you just get 0. So don't round it. We get 0.00719. How about let's round it way out to this place right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places. 7197. So we got 00. And I've forgotten it already. 7197. 7197. And we're going to add 3960 to that. So our hypotenuse is 3,960.007197 miles. All right, let's put it in. I'll just rewrite Pythagoras, and we are going to do 3960 squared plus x squared equals 3960.007197 squared. Now, instead of squaring these right now, let's go ahead and subtract the left side here from the right. So you get 3960.007197 squared minus 3960 squared. Okay, let's just move this up. Alright, so calculator. We're going to do 3960.007197 squared minus 3960 squared equals 57. And it's about 57. Okay. What are we going to do to this? I'm going to take the square root. Square root of 57 and 7.5. Miles. Okay, so 7.5 miles. That is the distance from max I here to the horizon right here. Now for part 2 here, to find y, you need to do all this again, except this part right here, instead of being your or max height, the height of the house and the height of the ground, this is going to be the tree's height tree height plus the height of the ground above sea level. So the tree height, we said loblolly pine is between 70 and 90, I think. I got that somewhere. Somewhere. You can look at the video. It's between 70 and 90, and the height is 8. So if we say it's 80 feet and 8 feet, that's about 88 feet. You're going to put 88 feet in here instead of the 38, and you still do all the conversions, and you're going to put it in the same equation here. And you're going to get another number. Y is going to be bigger than the 7.5. Why is that? Because the height is more. We're at 88 feet instead of 38 feet. So we would expect that this distance would be even longer, even though the drawing doesn't show that. Okay, the height of this tree here really is, much taller than the height Mac is here. So you guys figure that part out. We suspect it's going to be bigger than 15 miles. We would expect it to be a little bit more than that, because if the tree were the same height over here, we would have these two triangles would be equal, and they're not. All right. So give that one a shot. I gave you the first part for X, gave you the pattern to figure out Y, and see if you can figure out. For those of you who already did it, thanks for taking a crack at it. Maybe you can go back and check your work, see if you can get an answer. And those of you who did not attempt to do it, you just got a little bit of lucky, and I gave you part of the solution. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Be safe.